Hello and welcome to my video all about knitting and purling through the back loop to create twisted stitches. In written patterns you'll see these methods abbreviated as KTBL or PTBL. I'll be demonstrating how to knit and purl through the back loop, and also I'll be showing you a comparison of twisted garter stitch and twisted stockinette stitch. As you can see, I've already done some garter stitch, which is where you do knit stitches on every row. I'm now going to do a section of twisted garter stitch, which is where I knit through the back loop on every stitch. So to knit a stitch through the back loop, or K1 TBL for short, instead of taking the right hand needle up through the front of the stitch, you take it down through the back of the stitch instead. Then cross this right hand needle behind, and complete this stitch like a normal knit stitch. And that's the knit one through the back loop completed. And again, so take the right hand needle down through the back of the stitch, cross the right hand needle behind, and complete the stitch as you would for a normal knit stitch. And again, so take the right hand needle down through the back of the stitch, and complete the stitch. And you just do this along every row. And here you can see the comparison between normal garter stitch and twisted garter stitch. At the bottom is the regular garter stitch, and then above is the twisted garter stitch. As you can see, the stitches in the twisted garter stitch look tighter, and the ridges look more defined. And it's the same on both the front and the back. And now I'm going to do a section of twisted stockinette stitch. So I've just completed a row where I knit through the back loop, and now I'm going to do a row where I purl through the back loop instead. Normally when you do a purl stitch, you take the right hand needle down through the front of the stitch, but when you're purling through the back loop, you bring it up through the back of the stitch instead, like so. It might help you to look at the back of the stitches when you do this. Then you cross the right hand needle in front and complete the stitch just like a regular purl stitch. And that's a purl one through the back loop completed. And we'll do that again. So take the right hand needle up through the back of the stitch, cross the right hand needle in front, and complete the stitch like a regular purl stitch. And again, so bring the right hand needle up through the back of the stitch, cross the needle in front, and complete the stitch. And so on across the row. And here you can see the comparison. At the bottom is the twisted stockinette stitch, and above it is the regular stockinette stitch. As you can see, the twisted stockinette stitch leans slightly to the left, the stitches look a bit tighter, and the columns are more defined. And here is the back. I then did a section of half twisted stockinette stitch where I only twisted the knit rows, and a section of half twisted garter stitch where I only twisted the knit stitches on the front. As I expected, the result is kind of in between regular stockinette stitch and garter stitch, and twisted stockinette stitch and garter stitch. However, the front of the half twisted stockinette stitch has a kind of zigzag effect. If you look closely at the twisted V-shaped stitches, you can see that one strand of the V-shape is bigger than the other, and that's what creates the zigzag. So depending on what stitches you twist, there can be some variation. And that's it, that's how you create twisted stitches. I really hope you found this useful, and thank you very much for watching.